Good morning, Amy Schweim here from Women's Radical Pursuits, and today just tuning in for video number 2 in our Soul Revolution series, just to help you understand a little bit more about the program, the things that we do, and what this is all about. So, so stay with me if you're curious, if you're interested, and if you'd like to just learn more. So today I'm going to talk about the importance of self-awareness. Really, self-awareness that's your foundation. That's the starting point. Doing this work, this inner work, and why it's so important is, if we don't even know what our patterns and kind of our tendencies and our habits and behaviors are, it's hard to kind of know where to begin, right? So the other thing that I want to say around this whole idea of awareness and discovering, taking a deeper look at habits and behaviors and, our limiting beliefs and all that stuff. I mean, what I want to say is that it's not about, doing this because any, idea that you're broken or something's wrong with you, right? It's just gaining awareness to what is driving the behaviors, right? Because all of this is related to your past programming. That's it. So you're not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. It's all a compilation of, past programming, and comes from our past experiences in life, whether that's your childhood, whether that's, the beliefs and the patterns and behaviors of your parents and your caregivers, your teachers, your early experiences in life that shape you, really, right? So in that same breath, it's not about taking this deeper look and pointing fingers. Oh, it's, about blaming somebody like a caregiver or a parent or somebody in your past, and saying, oh, it's their fault, right, that I'm like this. No, what this is all about is developing an understanding of where it started, right? And what those voices are, what those stories are. That's all part of your subconscious programming, your unconscious that kind of still plays in your present life, and oftentimes is what is holding you back from, say, the reality or, the bigger things that you're wanting to create. Or maybe if there's something that you would like to do or be or whatever, there's always that chatter, right? That chatter. And that chatter is just from your past programming. That's it. So when you start to, I always call it like you're peeling back the layers, right? It's like peeling an onion. You just start to understand. It's like, oh, there's one, right? Oh, okay. And then you gain an understanding of what's there, where it came from. And that's a really powerful moment, because then you have a choice, right? Of, okay, I'm going to keep going with this. I'll keep operating from this belief or this, behavior and pattern that I've developed. Or the beauty is that in the present moment, every second of every day, you have the choice to change, right? How you respond, how you react, how you show up to yourself. It starts with you first. That's so much of this, what these programs are about. It's about developing that relationship to you, figuring out what you want, what's important to you, what are your needs. Like, we're so conditioned and so programmed in our culture to show up for everybody else, and that we haven't been trained and taught. You got to take care of yourself first so that you can show up in a way that's healthy and whole, right? So that's what all of this is about. And that's what the breath gives us. The breath gives us an anchor to the present moment. The present moment is the only moment that you can do anything about, right? The past is done. The future isn't here. And oftentimes if we're in the past, we're experiencing feelings of anxiety or sadness, or most often it's sadness and grief, right? Or, just kind of, it's like you're looking back, maybe you're missing something or you're sad about something. Or looking forward, that's the anxiousness, right? And the stress. It's not happened yet, and there's that worry and that rumination. So it's all about bringing you back to the present moment, understanding this programming, these beliefs, these patterns, whatever it is, and then taking the small steps to start to change those, right? And I tell my clients, it's not about, seeing the whole staircase and having it all figured out and okay, I got it now and it's all done. No, it's about, and awareness is taking the first step, building the awareness, the understanding, and then you just take one step, in getting closer to that reprogramming or that changing of the belief or whatever it is. But it's a process, and it takes time to unfold. It takes time to, it takes time. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is, when you understand from, this past programming, and you understand your tendency of how you show up to life, then instead of reacting, right, thinking of like a little lifeboat out in the ocean that's all the waves, like that's life, right? The waves are coming and you're just getting knocked around, right? You're just like, every wave is knocking you over and it's just kind of reacting to what is. It's more of when you start to understand this, when you start to understand how you want to show up, and you anchor using your breath, using the present moment, being clear on how you want to show up, how you want to think about, yourself, your life, what you're kind of going for, having a clear vision, then you're anchored. And those hits are still going to come, right? You're going to feel them, and you're human, right? We are human. So it's not like it just goes away, right? But you are able to show up in a way that is more responsive versus reacting. So that's a little bit about, another a really big piece to this program, Soul Revolution. The really cool thing is that, we can look at all of this, right, and talk about it, and we can analyze. But what's really cool about this program is that I'm offering also some other modalities of healing. So there's yoga with Sarah Klein, so it's more of the embodied practice. Yoga is medicine to just open the body and not talk about it, right? Get out of the head and drop into the heart. So there's that. And then I'm also offering a breathwork session at the very end to close this all up. And that is very, very deep work using the breath, the conscious breath. It's both will be live or recorded, but they're just different ways to drop into the body, drop into the heart, get out of the head, and just allow the breath and the movement through yoga to release some of this stuff, right? So that it's not like a forcing and like a figuring out. It's just more of like a whole body. Somatic style. So anyways, that's just a little bit more about the program. And if this is speaking to you, if it's interesting, if you want to talk more about it, if you want to sign up, if you're ready to go and ready to dive in and have a community of support through the holiday season and over the new year, all that good stuff, then do comment or send me a private message, or you can always head to our website at womensradicalpursuits.com and email me and connect that way. So again, a little reminder, there's 10 spots left, and or there's 10 spots available, and there is an early bird discount price that is available until November 30th. So after November 30th, on December 1st, it'll go back up to its regular value. So there is a little bonus to sign up early. All right, have a wonderful day. Hope this was helpful. And we'll be sharing more in the upcoming days.